Well then, about that. How about that? So, how'd that go, guys? Oh, man. Mm-hmm. Nice. So, Richmond did indeed happen. I don't usually script these reviews, but I was working on one. I think you can probably guess which race reviews I've scripted. Probably not that difficult to figure out. I was working on a script. Not really. In my head, I don't actually write out. I don't. You think I write out the shit that's in these videos? You gotta be kidding me. I think I put more effort into the story time animation, without a doubt, than I have ever put into even a single one of these race reviews. I will tell you that right now. So the video that I was gonna make was interesting to say the least. I don't even think the plan was to get like loud. I think it was gonna be more a death by words kind of thing. But yeah, didn't have to do that. Did not have to do that. I did not expect that. I had just no. That was not the expectation that I had going into the final 30 laps of that race. I am so fucking tired. You have no idea, dude. And I get to stay up for the next 8 hours. Actually, longer than that because F1 is going to be on, like, right as actually, that's going to be last hour of work. I'm gonna probably miss like a good 5 laps. Fuck. Well, that sucks. So the race happened. Xfinity was so fucking bad. Who could have possibly predicted Bell winning at Richmond? Not me. No, I think probably 9 out of 10 doctors recommended putting Bell into the lock for Richmond. I think the only thing that, what the fuck is this? What is this laser light show? What are these people doing in the fucking parking lot over there? You won't be able to see it because they stopped and like there's fog on the window and you can't really see it to begin with. I think the only thing that people were hoping for at Richmond was that he'd fail inspection because everyone knew he was gonna win. That was really just the hope of the garage at that point. And so that was an exercise in complete meaninglessness. I will say though, Michael fucking Annette, dude, he's doing what he needs to do, ain't he? He's doing what he needs to do. How about that? How about that? How about that? What do you know? He was ready. He finished 4th in both stages. He hasn't gotten shit for stage points this year. And he finishes 4th in both stages. He outran Custer. What? At Richmond? Annette sucks ass at Richmond. Where did this run come from? He missed it on the last run, so it was all for nothing, and he finishes fucking 9th. But still, he finished 9th on speed. He was ahead of the Ginger basically all race. How? I did not expect that. Dude, what? I have absolutely no confidence in Annette at the Roval. Then again, I really don't have confidence for anyone at the Roval. It's probably going to be a death-filled race. I wouldn't be surprised if someone flips, you know. Nothing would surprise me at this point with the Roval, but I get to miss the whole race. Yay! Probably going to miss some of the Cup race too, but it's for a good cause. Going to the short track. And that's the racing that actually matters. We're going to see better racing there than we saw all weekend, that's for damn sure. I should really wait until tomorrow because, like, I'm sure F1 will be at least moderately interesting because even though they have less passing than Cup, at least there's the thought that maybe something will happen. Maybe. I mean, it's really strange to say considering how the last few years have gone. But like for some reason, this year's been very interesting. It's just like, especially like you think back to Monaco and you think, well, I don't remember who had the penalty, but they may have had the penalty, right? But there's still a chance. There's still a chance that something could happen in that race. Because it looked like I was asleep for like 50 laps, but there was a chance that something was actually going to happen in that race. And like in this one, it felt like there was no chance of anything happening in this race. And then the bust decides to just, the guy who probably should have been fired after like 2016 decided to throw a monkey wrench into the equation, doing the exact same thing that I don't remember who he did it to, but I'm pretty sure it was, I actually think it was last year. Because it was, I swear it was a spring race 2018 where Shithouse dumped someone after pitting and having way faster tires. The exact same fucking thing in the exact same fucking place. Just it wasn't the leader that time. Amazing how irrelevant non-chase contender can take out the leader of a race while being like 3 laps down and no one will care because it's Truex. Man, it's good. You know, God, I should look back at some more 2014 race reviews. Because, like, what the fuck happened? What happened? How did we get to this point? How does Martin Truex Jr. have 25 Cup wins? He had one until 2013. He was in Cup for 7 years. And he had one win. How does he have 25? What the fuck? Imagine being in a coma for the last 5 years. Right? Imagine being in a coma for the last 5 years and you finally wake up. You've been in a coma for 5 years. Oh boy, I can't wait to see Dale Jr. take to the track. Oh, he's retired. Oh. I'm sure you have like way more questions than that. You're going to go through like all 42 other drivers before you even come to Truex. Like you're going to have a philosophical conversation with the doctor and be like, all right, so Kyle Busch is suddenly consistent. Jimmy Johnson was his old self until middle of 2017 and Tony Stewart retired. And his final win came at Infineon of all places, right? Okay. All right. So you got me there. You got me all there. But, oh, and Michael Waltrip Racing also shut down. And everyone's scattered from there, but somehow we haven't talked about Truex yet. Because we've talked about everyone else, right? Oh my god, dude. And the race was It wasn't as good as the spring. I think it was a very similar race to the spring, actually. Except, was it? Because it was kind of an inversion of the spring race. You know what? I think that the spring race was more entertaining the whole way through, even though this race had the leader get dumped with like 40 to go and he comes back to win. You know, that's a good ass finish. But the race itself felt a lot more meh. Thank you. Still don't have a skeleton in the backseat. It just felt more entertaining in the spring. Probably because the finish was closer. Because it felt like for the vast majority of the race is that whoever has the lead is going to win. But in the spring, people were actually able to catch the leader and all that good stuff. And we saw the leader get catched a couple of times today. but it wasn't nearly as it didn't feel as frequent. And the finish, it wasn't nearly as close. But I feel like it's objectively better because the leader gets dumped and then he comes back to win in the final 20 laps. I feel like that's the better finish than just hanging on for like a 35 lap long battle. I don't know. It sounds better. This race sounds better than the spring race, but like the spring race on paper, this race sounds better, but the spring race in execution was better. Okay, I think we finally cracked the code. We cracked the code for the Richmond races. God, I'm still kind of fucking pissed that he didn't get the win in 2017 in this race. I'm really still pissed. I am. Unsurprisingly. Because, you know. 6 fucking wins, dude. 6 fucking wins. What the fuck? Where'd that come from? Where did it come from? Well, did it come out of Joe Gibbs' asshole? I guess it did. You know what? Lots of things have come out of there. Mostly shit. But a couple of other things. You may not know this. It's just like... It's so hard to believe that this is reality. It's so hard to believe that this is reality. Because Truex was irrelevant for 10 years. And now he's got 25 wins. 23 of which have came in the last 4 years. He's got more wins than Jimmy Johnson in the same span. He's got more wins than Kyle Busch in the same span. He has the most wins out of anybody since the start of 2016. Out of anybody! Why, dude? You know, it's the worst fucking thing is because being the resident Truex fan of the NASCAR YouTube community, I know I don't know if What If is watching this, but you are out there too. I don't want to say you don't count because that sounds cold-hearted, but I feel like I was here first. It's just like, I really, because I had the idea back in like the chase of 2017 to make the unlikely rise of Truex video, but I never followed through, and now fucking Slap Shoes made that video, so I feel like that was my sacred right as the resident Truex fan of the NASCAR YouTube community to make this video, and I fucking dropped the ball. But it's just insane. It's just insane. It doesn't sound real. It doesn't sound real that Martin Truex Jr. won a NASCAR Cup championship for Furniture fucking Row Racing and now is outpacing two of NASCAR's the greatest drivers of this millennium, Jimmy Johnson and Kyle Busch, and he's just kicking their ass. It doesn't seem real, dude. I don't get it, Chevy Cruze. I don't get it. Some chick driving a Chevy Cruze who also turned their light on while driving past, so I was able to see that it was indeed a chick. I don't know if it's a hot chick, though. Cannot confirm or deny, but I'm sure that whoever drives a Chevy Cruze instead of a Ford Focus probably ain't that hot. I'm just gonna put that out there. Oh my god, dude. Remember when I was a Toyota owner? Oh my fucking god, dude. Is this real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide. Truex has more than wins than everybody. I don't fucking get it. Life is strange, dude. Life is strange. I suppose the old adage is true then. Good things come to those who wait, and you won't have to wait as long if you put it forward. Well, I spent the first 13 years as a NASCAR fan begging for mercy, watching Mark Martin throw away championship after championship, win after win, surviving 7 Jimmy Johnson championships. But here we are today. It's strange, yet fitting. I don't know what to say, dude. I don't fucking know what to say. The Roval's probably gonna suck. You know, it's gonna probably be like Canadian Tire and be a complete letdown. I bet you the Xfinity race will probably be, hopefully, interesting. Oh yeah, by the way, I am a total poser because I own this album. I own this album. I paid good money for this. I am a poser. Thank you for watching.